something magical about the heteronormative naivete of the old Barbie movie. They're from a world before a human traffic capital cult was revealed to have been directing the downfall of society, and as of today, still is. Great. Sometimes we need movies like this, from simpler times, to push the pause button on the continual backslide of societal progress and spend a few hours in a world whose biggest problem is a queer-coded mustache man with a magic stick turning girls into horses. That's right. Today I'm talking about 2005's Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus, the sixth Barbie movie, which takes place between Barbie Fairytopia and Barbie Fairytopia Mermaidia. Badness' sake, what a horrid jumble of words. I'm going to discuss the movie and its various tie-ins, while also wishing you a happy Lunar New Year. It's fire horse time, baby, and that means we've all got to race forward and stoke the flames of our dreams.
Why don't we start by making a fire?
By the way, I'm going to spoil this old movie for little girls, so fair warning. Princess Annika is our Barbie stand-in in this movie, and she's your typical strong-headed modern princess. Barbie is actually playing Annika, although we don't really get a framing device. It's not like a grandpa is opening a book to read a story. No, we're just here in the world, and we're supposed to understand that this is Annika and not Barbie. Okay, Annika ain't your granddad's princess. She's spunky and headstrong, and is not above resorting to outright murder to get what she wants. More on that later. She loves ice skating, she loves stomping away from her parents, and she loves hideous polar bear cubs with human lips.
Don't tell me you're cold. A cold polar bear?
While going ice skating yet again, she annoys everyone by taking up the ice with her ridiculous showboating until the whole thing is interrupted by an attacking giant gas cloud. Enter Wenlock, the mincing villain who rides a cool griffin.
Allow me to introduce myself. Wenlock, your future husband.
He's a homo with heterochromatic eyes. There's a lot going on with this guy, including a forced marriage plot all too common in the canon of children's entertainment. Marry me or die is a pretty intense ultimatum. But suddenly a talking, flying horse swoops in to save the day.
Chase her. Women chase me.
God, overcompensate much? Annika, has 3 days to figure this out, but thankfully this helpful advice horse is here to assist her.
I can't let him hurt you. Who are you? Why did you save me? I'm a friend.
She takes Barbie to the Cloud Kingdom, which is populated by these little gremlin children and their baby pegaponies. Cloud Queen Rayla rules over this kingdom of pink and purple plastic in the soaring heights of the firmament.
Your Highness.
What did Wenlock do this time?
I love this whole sequence of the cherubs adorning Brietta's beautiful mane with these chunky decorations. I can just picture a smoke-filled pink boardroom with cigar-chomping executives insisting on having more toy interactions play out in the film. Dark goddess below, these are some spooky infants. It is at this point we hear the story of how Annika's sister Brietta became a horse.
I'm here to marry your daughter. You see, I only take the very best. Ridiculous.
Wenlock comes to demand Brietta's hand in marriage, and when denied by the king, he looks around the room like, what could I turn her into? Bricks, chandelier, banner. Oh, the horse on the banner.
You'll see I'm not horsing around.
He turns Brietta into a beautiful pink Pegasus, which, upgrade.
Oh, smile. You didn't lose a daughter, you gained a pet.
Brietta left home searching for a cure. I guess because Annika doesn't even know she had a sister, Brietta is like 30 or 40 or something, which definitely qualifies her as having mommy energy. Together they go on a quest for a wand of light which can break the spell, and the first place they go are the depths of a dark forest. Cut to Wenlock abusing women again. Oh, these poor trolls. Back to the Forbidden Forest. Annika immediately gets captured by Aiden.
Looks like you took a wrong turn.
Wow, isn't that the most 2005 fantasy heartthrob name ever? He doesn't seem to be startled at all by a talking horse, despite being in possession of a regular non-talking horse.
I'm Brietta, and I guess you recognized my sister, Princess Annika.
Sister, I can see the resemblance.
Okay, he's a jerk. I kinda love him. Annika rides a super happy fun slide and winds up in a giant's cooking pot. Wow, we were really seeing the beginning of a post-Shrek world. Annika convinces him to bondage himself, and then she escapes using a carrot grappling system. I'm not sure whether carrots are really big, like, she's not tiny, he's a giant. So all his stuff is giant? He made a giant cleaver? Giant chains? He cultivated giant vegetables? The ribbon Annika uses to escape turns into the Staff of Light, but still needs to be charged with...
A gem of ice lit by hope's eternal flame.
Dear audience, I cannot tell you how much I don't like this bear. In a stunning reveal, Aiden turns out to be a blacksmith.
Don't sound so surprised. Some people actually pay for my work.
Not exactly a common twink occupation. I dig it. Searching for this gem thingy leads them to a grizzled fence dealing in stolen goods. Not exactly a common character in the Barbie canon.
You still harboring a grudge?
Are you still selling things that aren't yours?
Wenlock is hot on their trail and turns the guy into a carpet after they leave. Rude. They end up finding the gem
A gem of ice lit by hope's eternal flame.
and have only one item left. During a dark night by the fire, Aiden shares his troubled past. What did he do, you're wondering? Betray his kingdom? Leave his destined love? No, he had a gambling addiction.
My parents trusted me with all they had. Before I knew it was all gone.
Lost all his parents' money and ran away. Huh. You know, in a collapsing empire where betting has become a sort of therapy for the average person, and by therapy I mean corporations squeezing blood from stones, this feels all too real. In 2024, Las Vegas casinos reported total gaming revenue of $8.62 billion. Meanwhile, sports betting on apps like DraftKings brought in $150 billion in the same year. Yuck. Poor Aiden. I'm glad Barbie and her talking horse sister are here to help him with his addiction. If someone in your life is struggling with a gambling addiction, encourage them to call the National Council on Problem Gambling at 1-800-MY-RESET. You can also access text and online chat support at ncpgambling.org/help-treatment and take self-tests or find local support on their website. Aiden is able to overcome his shadowy past and works through the night forging the Ring of Love. With the Wand of Light completed, Annika turns Brietta back into a human. Wait, what? That's it? They don't even have to defeat Wenlock first? Yeah, she's been living as a horse for longer than Barbie's been alive. I would argue that she's been a horse longer than she had been a human. She really seems to want to turn human, though, which couldn't be me. It's too bad the writers didn't have her retain some horse traits when she returns to human form. Snorting, tapping her foot, trying to swish her tail and instead shaking her ass, that kind of thing. It's kind of anticlimactic that Brietta becomes human again at the beginning of the film's third act, because she doesn't even have that much of a role in the final battle. Because of choices like this, there's surprisingly little horse content in this movie. I was hoping we get to spend more time exploring her equine characteristics while she was still equine, like Brietta eating hay and counting with her hoof and rolling around and whinnying and stuff. It's really more about Annika's journey than about what it's like for a princess to be a horse, and I think that's a missed opportunity. Horse princesses have not had their day since Dragon Quest VIII, in which a princess gets turned into a horse and has to pull a carriage for the whole game.
Hey, the horse princess is back.
Meanwhile, we're not even in the third act of this movie, and already the titular Pegasus is back to being a human? Ugh. And she was so much prettier as a horse, too.
Let's go home. But Annika, We're miles away, and you can't fly anymore.
See, now you're a useless human woman. But it's okay because flying horses appear on demand in this universe. They fly off to break the spell, but Wenlock catches them, and we get this sequence where Annika loses it and commands the magic wand of light to kill Wenlock.
Destroy him! Destroy Wenlock! Make him pay! Destroy him!
Awesome. It really feels like that would solve all our problems sometimes, wouldn't it, girls? Sadly, this doesn't work. No murder in this Barbie movie.
Oh no, a wand of light!
She agrees to marry him, but Wenlock is very sour grapes and refuses.
I don't want you. After what you just pulled?
Interesting note here. Wenlock reveals those 3 troll women from earlier were his 3 previous wives.
You're like all my other wives. Annoying.
He cursed them to become, I don't know, knobby short aunts because they were too uppity. Very incel logic on display here. Because the ego of the toxic male is so fragile, he assigns worth to women based on superficial, traditionally feminine qualities such as appearance and deference.
She is the most beautiful girl in the land.
Since he has power, he chooses only the most beautiful women, only to decide they can never be good enough for him.
Here's the lucky girl.
I don't think so.
Wrong!
As a result, he continually turns them into things like trolls, horses, or corpses. That don't threaten his masculinity by being untamable brides. He wants both sides of the incel equation, unearthly beauty and slavish devotion. He wants doll-like servants, not partners, like most men who share his attitude toward women.
Maybe this time I'll have a wife who won't disappoint me.
But don't worry, girls, this is a Barbie movie, and Barbie never loses. The gang sneaks into Wenlock's palace, presumably to
Destroy him!
and finds the wand, but it's broken. But wait, the problem was Annika's desire to use it for vengeance. After an altercation with Wenlock's cool griffin, called Morduke by the way, what a good boy, they use a new gem powered by love and friendship and family and a princess's most valuable asset, her people.
For the love of my family and my people!
And Annika turns Wenlock back into what he always was, a loser with a comb-over.
Oh no, 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 no!
Wait a minute. His eyes are no longer heterochromatic. Hold on, did he just use his magic staff to turn himself into his own cool OC? His 3 wives surround him and will presumably spend the rest of their days taking turns, showing him the magic of Pegasus. Everything goes back to normal. Prodigal Aiden returns to his loving parents, and we get a little ice skating as the cherry on top of this sugary cloud sundae. Many of the Barbie movies that the girls in your life gush over, like Barbie as the Princess and the Pauper,
Duty means doing nothing your heart may well regret.
were written by Alana Lesser and Cliff Ruby. Many others, like Barbie Thumbelina,
Meet Thumbelina.
which is more pseudo-environmentalist pap than fairy tale,
Were shocked when machines arrived to build a factory on their home.
were not. This husband and wife team was responsible for writing Balto, among other things. You can really tell the difference. Barbie Pegasus is as twinkly and toyetic as any of them, but thanks to the writers, it has age-appropriate wit, sincerity, and some fascinating subtext. One thing people might forget about movies like this is just how many toys and merchandising tie-ins there were. We take it for granted now that every film is awash in merch, and because we use words like merch, it's obvious that we become desensitized to the deranged hyperconsumption surrounding our every waking moment. In a world where fans take to social media to attack creators for not making plastic shelf fillers for their properties, no one seems to complain about merchandising tie-ins anymore. Remember, film critics of yesterday would write articles in major newspapers attacking children's media for tie-ins, but now they write think pieces about how great those hideous popcorn buckets are. Anyway, let's see those dolls.
From the world of Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus. Barbie and her flying horse make a change to make things right. Then she finds a way to build the wand of light. It's the magic of Pegasus. The wand can change things around. A pretty dress becomes a gown. It's the magic of Pegasus.
New Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus Princess Annika doll with magic wand and 2 dresses in 1. Winged horse sold separately.
I love the way Barbie as a brand produces multiple skin tones of even dolls designed after movie characters who have one skin tone in the movie. That feels a little rad. Obviously they're trying to court more dollars, but representation is important in a predominantly white filmscape. Actually, wait, hold on. Does no one see the problem here? There is not a single black character in this film. While this cast of white people are out here reflecting snow, the Mattel brand is telling you, well, sorry you couldn't see someone like you in your story, not even as like a potion seller or a griffin wrangler, but buy our doll, okay? But wait, we do have 2 copy-pasted non-speaking crowd members with somewhat darker skin. Surely that's enough? Sorry, but that just highlights their absence from the movie and represents a larger problem in media than just this film. That being said, I think both Annikas should just kiss. What do you think, dear viewer? Would I make a good lupine princess doll with brushable hair? A girl can dream. In addition to dolls, we also have stuffed toys, cake toppers, and bubble bath bottles with brushable mare hair. Completely insane, but also kind of a vibe. Don't get mad at Annika Daddy. She brought home a marketable plushie for key brand synergy with drag queen false eyelash manufacturers. But the real creme de resistance are the horses. I don't know about you, but nothing feeds my soul a spoonful of the sweet milk of peace like a pink horse with sparkly hair. Here's Brietta in Pegasus form, who comes with an honest-to-God pair of 3D glasses. Awesome! So the horse dolls are nice, but check out the Brietta styling head.
From the new movie, Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus.
Princess Horse, what's your secret? You're beautiful as can be. Pink hair changes to purple streaks, so royally. It's the magic of Pegasus. Fashion gems and makeup too. A sparkly crown and one for you. It's the magic of Pegasus.
New Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus Groom and Glam styling head comes with all this. Color changes with icy and warm water.
This was used to train little girls to braid horses' manes for that inevitable day when they are near a horse. I don't know that I've ever seen anything more beautiful. In fact, I was real tempted to track one of these down last time I watched the movie so that Brietta and I could wear our crowns together and laugh and drink root beer floats. To be honest, I'm kind of feeling this temptation now, like an inescapable well of cosmic horse gravity. Brietta, obviously, is a beautiful and demure mare who would never hurt me. Now, I'm not advocating for putting makeup on real horses, but something about pretty makeup and an elegant horse makes my glitter-coated brain go feral.
Princess Horse, what's your secret?
I'm assuming her secret is oats. And if you think buying your child a disembodied horse head is bad, dear viewer, it could be a lot worse. A lot worse. Try as I might, I can't get the old Barbie website to load through archive.org, and there's even a commercial about how cool it was.
Something amazing is waiting for you. Enchanted games, secret surprises, and so much more. Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus continues. Only at Barbie.com. Ask Mom or Dad before you log on.
Oh well. Destroying Flash was really a nightmare for preservationists and history delvers because Ruffle, the program that's supposed to emulate Flash, doesn't really seem to work most of the time. I do, however, have access to the DVD extras. As a proud owner of the Barbie 10-movie Classic Princess Collection DVD box set, I am privy to many absurd 2000s era DVD menus. Let's take a look, shall we? guess because it's for little girls to operate on their Barbie brand televisions, the DVD menu is constantly talking to you about how to navigate its areas.
The DVD remote control is easy to use. Before you use it though, be sure to ask an adult's permission. Do you see the arrow buttons on the remote control that go up and down and side to side? Use the arrows to highlight the activity on the screen that you would like to select. When the correct activity is highlighted, click on the Select or Enter button in the middle of the arrows to start the activity or movie. Or ask an adult for help so you can see and play all the fun features on this disc. If you want to return to the main menu in Cloud Kingdom, click on the Pegasus icon at the bottom of the screen.
Because parents just want to set it and forget it. And by it, I mean their child. Of course, we have previews of other Barbie movies, but we can also groom Brietta. Yay!
Brietta's attending an elegant ball this evening, and she wants you to help her get ready. So let's fly away to Cloud Palace. Here we are. And look, our little friend Shiver has stopped by to watch. Hi, Shiver. Do you love dressing up and making your hair pretty? I sure do, and so does Brietta. Today, you'll get a chance to select from many glamorous styles for her. You can select from 3 beautiful styles for grooming Brietta's tail.
It's interesting that this movie tells us this horse is actually a transformed woman, but wants us to put ridiculous baubles in her mane and style her tail and all that. She's fully lucid while she's a horse, so is she just standing there like, hey kid, a little to the left? The DVD also includes the music video for Hope Has Wings, the song that plays over the film credits, as performed by Marvel darling Brie Larson, who just needs to smile more. Brie Larson won an Oscar in 2015 for A24 psychological drama film Room, in which she plays a long-term kidnapping victim. Quite the trajectory for the pink plastic set, but let her cook. There's a through line from Barbie Pegasus to a film like Room, and that through line is threaded through a paternalistic culture of sexism that relegates women to being mere objects to be kept. Narratives like Barbie Pegasus and like Room push back against this dominant culture, revealing the rotten elements at its core. Hopefully the whole thing collapses soon. Barbie Pegasus has outtakes that play during the credits, and these are also available in the DVD menu. Here's my favorite.
Please wake up. Please.
Sorry.
But wait, there's more.
Experience the enchantment of Barbie and the magic of Pegasus. Look for these delightful products at a retailer near you. You'll discover everything from sleepwear fit for a magical princess to bath and beauty products, books to inspire, and holiday gifts to delight. There are games and party goods to share with friends. Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus products. A world of enchantment awaits at a retailer near you. All products sold separately, subject to availability.
2 video games from Vivendi Universal, who, in 2005, when these games were made, owned Blizzard. Let's take a look at the GBA game first, which, wow, this pixel art is really adorable. It looks quite playable for a platformer, and even has boss fights and stuff. In the PC game,
Select your name from the list, then click the flying horse.
you run around solving puzzles, and a low-poly version of the movie, which opens during Annika's meeting with Cloud Queen Rayla.
It is the one way to break Wenlock's spell. The Wand of Light has the most powerful...
My queen, I can't hear you over the incessant droning of the 3rd Nimbostratus Trumpet Brigade. It has these collectathon flying sequences and also exploration areas.
You can get to the Forbidden Forest through that archway.
You spend a lot of time riding your sister in this game. Please note that Annika rides her sister's side saddle. They added this mode where you can stand there with Brietta and feed her apples and carrots, and she's like, thanks, I don't have thumbs.
Mmm, delicious. Thank you. That tasted great.
Look how Brietta's lips move. Yum, 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 yum. Toward the beginning of the third act, just like in the movie, we have to use this wand on Brietta.
Now that we've filled the wand with love and light, we need to test its powers.
Use the mouse to swirl its magic around Brietta. You need to swirl the wand with all your love and light to completely cover Brietta.
Swirl it, girl. Really get in there with that wand. This is actually a great visual representation for how it feels to swirl a wand. Finally, you get to the boss, and this exchange happens.
So you've finally seen sense and agreed to marry me.
I'd rather marry one of your griffins, Wenlock.
Get him, Barbie.
Well then, perhaps I had better turn you into one of them, so you'll both feel comfortable, hadn't I?
Oh wait, he's down with that. After a very simplistic boss fight, Wenlock gets turned into a cat. Which is actually the fate that finds his griffin in the film. TF fans rejoice. So there you have it. All the Barbie Pegasus content you crave. Do you have a favorite classic Barbie movie? Let me know in the comments. Also, tell me the name of your favorite Barbie doll growing up. I used to have a brunette one with like an orange dress, and I would make her float over the bed in the Barbie dream house, pretending that she was possessed like Dana in Ghostbusters. I don't know why I had seen Ghostbusters by the time I was like 6. That's kind of weird. Once again, I'd like to thank my wonderful $10 Laserdisc Patreon supporters. For only $10, I will turn your name into whatever animal you want, because I am a generous sorceress. So thank you, Spooky Fox, Bitter Corella, King Butt Stallion, Phyllis Rin, Tosca, Dominic Foxley, Victor the Mewtwo, Alex McFall, Joe the English Otter, Silly Scotty Dog, Stubadub, and Crown. Gosh, I hope nobody turns me into a horse. That would be just terrible. Oh, sorry. Something in my throat. See you next time.